All right, continuing the buoyancy conversation, I want to talk about an object that's floating, so a floating object. So if we have a block of wood sitting in water, what's going on? So first I want to talk about the forces. So we have force gravity, which is going to be pulling us down, or pulling the block down, and then we're going to have an upwards force of force buoyancy. So what is force buoyancy going to equal? We kind of looked at this up here in the buoyant force, but it's going to be the density of the fluid times the volume. But what volume are we going to use? We're going to use the volume of the thing that is displaced, or the volume of the object that is submerged. So volume of submerged, and then times g, and that's going to equal Fg. So Fg is just m times g, and remember that the mass equals the density times the volume. So what volume are we going to use? So the density of the object times the volume, but then we're going to use the entire volume because it's the entire volume times the density of the object to get the entire mass, and force gravity is made up of the entire mass. So that's why we're going to use rho v, and then this is the volume of just the entire object, not the object submerged, and then g again. So we can drop the g's, and we get this equation of rho of the fluid times the velocity submerged equals the density of the object times the volume of the object, which this represents the mass of the object. So then with some algebra, I'm going to divide this side by the rho of the object, so density of the fluid divided by the density of the object. Actually, nope. I'm going to do that the other way. So I'm going to divide this side by the fluid and divide this side by the object. So we get volume submerged over volume of the object equals the density of the object over the density of the fluid. So this sets up a nice little proportion here that we can then cross multiply, and it also gives us a percentage here. And so if we know the density of the object and the density of the fluid, we can find a percentage that will be submerged under the water because it's submerged volume over the volume of the object. So that's kind of some different things to look out for as well. Thanks for watching.